and how well you can take advantage of the opportunities that abound within Lagos. All right, so this is Lagos based for Lagos residents and Lagos youth. If you are an entrepreneur, if you are someone who is business minded, and if you're someone who takes advantage of opportunity, then this program is basically for you. All right, joining my conversation this morning is Olarenwaju Oniyitan, who is CEO Holistic Business Solution, and she is seated right here in the studio. Good morning and welcome to Traffic Radio.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, it is a pleasure having you right here in the studio. But let me just adjust your mic a bit. Well, like I said, it's a pleasure having you right here in the studio this morning. All right, so let's start our conversation in earnest, because I know a lot of people would want to know what you do and what you represent. Tell us what you do at Holistic Business Solution. Let's go straight to conversation.
Yes, so I'm the founder and CEO of Holistic Business Solutions. It's an advisory firm that works with entrepreneurs to ensure that they're able to start, grow, and scale their businesses. And we work beyond that to ensure that they're able to impact their communities, impact their country, and of course the world at large.
All right, so it's more like you are also a solution provider for entrepreneurs.
Yes, we are.
Oh, that's another layer. That's another layer to it, really. All right, so let's for listeners who are hearing about this for the very first time, let's go into details of exactly what StartRight is all about.
All right. So StartRight is like a structured entrepreneurship development program being supported by the Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment in partnership with also LSETF as the funder. But the program itself, works with youth and women that are in their early stage and proof of concept stage to be able to start their business right. So the name itself tells you about what the program is about.
So you're more focused on women, or you're solely focused on women?
No, youth and women.
All right.
So we gave both opportunities for youth, and we know that sometimes, women take some time before, they can really grow their businesses. So we extended the youth age for women that decided to participate.
Is there an age bracket to the women, or no, let's take it from the youth angle. Is there an age bracket to the particular age from 18 to this particular?
So it's 18 to 35 for youth, but for women, we extended it to 40 because we know that sometimes women, have to take career breaks. And so it's to encourage more women to also apply. We extended it to 40 for women.
All right, so that's good. So it's an open one for anyone, especially the youth who are entrepreneur minded. You can also help them harness the opportunity, give them direction on what to do and how to go about things, and that's really, really good and commendable. How did you come up with the idea? Let me come to that. That's just off the script. So
off the script, I know.
How did you come up with the idea of coming up with this holistic business solution?
Did you mean the firm or the program?
The firm.
Oh, okay. So the firm itself started in 2007, and I used to work in a big consulting firm, one of the big four, KPMG. But the big fours addresses the big companies, However, I wanted to provide, equally very good services to SMEs. And so Holistic was born to be able to provide quality, advisory services to smaller businesses as well. Because, yes, they deserve it.
All right, so I'm still going to take you back. Yeah. While you were working at KPMG, how were you able to look at the gap between entrepreneurs and you coming on board and providing the solution? What did you see? Was there a scenario? Was that this spark, this particular incident that prompted you, like, if I leave KPMG, I'm going to go all out and do this and provide the solution?
Yes, it's based on my personal story, actually. So I was born into a family where my mom was an entrepreneur, my dad was a banker at that time. So my dad provided what we called maybe consulting services to my mom, and we started seeing how her business was growing because she had that support. And so that's why I even went to uni to study business and, of course, work with KPMG. And, that led me to say, what, if my dad could do consulting for my mom and her business could grow, I could do this. I mean, I trained with one of the best, and I could, provide other smaller businesses that kind of opportunity.
So it started from the home into childhood, and then this formed your idea as an adult to provide this solution to those who are in need. And it's a good one. That's what we're talking about, family and having the right people around you that help you shape your idea and your creativity as you grow up. And I'm going to say kudos to your dad and kudos to you for also picking that point. All right, moving forward, let's talk about in today's business landscape where the competition is high. It is not enough to start a business, but it is important to start right. Okay, sustain right and scale right. How does this program help entrepreneurs achieve this?
Yeah, so you mentioned three things: start right,
sustain
right, and scale right. Yeah, I mean, the foundation is starting right, because there are many people that start up businesses and they just, join the hustle. We just want to kind of make money come in. But, starting right is to ensure that the participants are able to clarify their problems, strengthen their value proposition, really understand their customers, who they are, and then design, their first business or the intervention they want to provide, and then they move forward to start to sustain it, because then, you have to gain traction, you have to think about your finances, embedding purpose. So it's not just about, doing this business. How do I do this business? Create jobs, create wealth, and, make the economy grow as well. And then, in scaling, we want to be able to ensure that they're able to pitch, raise money for their business, grow in terms of providing them with mentorship and access to different networks. So yeah, it's a full package.
It is.
And they are, they've had a great time so far.
It is, I would say, because one of the things the youth or the young people have when starting up a business is it becomes a bit confusing. What do I do? How do I start? Example is you're seeing a lot of people sell hair. For the female gender, it is hair or organic items. And you're seeing everybody doing it. It's on Instagram, it's on TikTok, and that's what everybody's selling. You don't have an idea of how they started, but you're seeing it like, should I also go in this direction? Why a lot of people are going in this particular direction? Should I also do it? Or should I do something different? But what's that something different that I should do? The confusion comes in as you are thinking, I really want to sell something. I have the zeal, I have this passion, but getting it right can be a bit confusing. And for you providing that, it's really, really an amazing situation. Well, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Accelerate Lagos is the program you are listening to this morning. And I have my guest seated, and she's Olarenwaju Oniyitan, who is CEO, Holistic Business Solutions. And our topic of discussion this morning is StartRight Entrepreneurship Program, empowering the next generation of Lagos entrepreneurs. And it seems more like over the past few years, let's say 3-4 years thereabouts, there has been this trend that's very high rate in entrepreneurship. Everybody just have their eyes open that if you're just facing office, if you're having this one source of income, you're not living up to it too, because what the country is saying right now, you need something else to bring in money to you, and it is entrepreneurship. And starting right is a major starting point for you. So like I said, it's a wonderful one that you have it all put together. Starting right, sustaining right. Mm-hmm. Let me emphasize more on that. Maybe you can help us broaden our minds to it when it comes to sustaining right. How do you sustain in a very, very competitive world or environment that we are right here in Lagos?
So I would use what we did in the program to explain that. So sustaining means you've put the foundation down, you've started, you have your name, you have your brand, you have your registration, you have all of that. But then the world happens, things happen. So all of our participants developed their business plan canvas. And one of the things we did was to introduce shocks. So for instance, something happens, inflation goes high, and it impacts your business. How do you pivot? How do you adjust? how do you ensure that you keep alive? And that's the reality of business. You need to be able to understand how to, respond when the environment changes. And that is part of sustaining. You need to know how to build structures. You need to know how to, make sure that when things happen to you, a staff leaves or inflation goes high, and those things can be internal or external. You need to be able to ensure that you are able to adjust. If you have to pivot, you pivot. And if many businesses started with something and they're doing something else, know. So what do you do as an entrepreneur? How are you resilient in the face of the many challenges you will face along the way? Because business is not easy.
No, it's not. It's not for the faint-hearted. Actually, there are some days that you don't make anything, that there are no sales, and you're wondering what's happening to me. Is it village people or
yes, exactly,
or what exactly? But it's all good. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Let me quickly let you know what the roads are saying at this time. There is an incident report at mile 12, and it says a broken down high-capacity red bus with mechanical problem, which has occupied a lane at Kushofe main carriageway inward Owode. The driver is making serious efforts to fix it, and so vehicle already contacted for immediate evacuation. It has little effect on traffic while officers are on ground doing the needful. All right, so please, if you're around mile 12 access, just have it at the back of your mind that if you are very much stuck on the road, it is due to this particular impediment. But like I said, effort is on to get it off the road. The owner is working, and it just exercise a lot of patience at this time. All right, if you want to join our conversation, let me let the lines open right now. You can call in if you are an entrepreneur, or maybe you have participated in the program and you want to share your idea, your experience with us. Please feel free to call the number 0809 9120 777. Or do you want to also tap into the knowledge that Olarenwaju has when it comes to sustaining business and how well she has been able to provide solutions to your business? Feel free to call the number 0809 9120 777. We're still very much here letting you know what it is about StartRight Entrepreneurship Program. Like I said, empowering the next generation of Lagos entrepreneurs, because some people are coming in that would still give the present entrepreneurs a run for their money. They're coming up with great creativity. They're coming up with great ideas when it comes to businesses. And you're wondering, where do they want us all to go to? We are all business people. We're selling and buying to each other. How is it going to be? But it is going to be a real good one. You just have to get something that can help you sustain the economic situation and also carve a niche for yourself in this entrepreneurship work. Okay. All right, moving on, Olarenwaju. In today's business, let me get this right. Okay, for people who are probably applied and didn't make the cohort, or for those who would love to apply for subsequent cohort, what criteria were used to select the participants for the program, and what would make an applicant stand out? So let's take it one after the other. For those who would want to apply for the next cohort, what criteria were used? Or even for the one you had, let's start from that. What were the criteria used in selected?
Yeah, so this is a very new program. This is cohort 1. And we're very hopeful that once this is completed, we would have a cohort 2. So, and this will be announced through the Lagos State Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment platforms. However, how did we select cohort 1? Cohort 1, we have 50 start writers, that's what we call them. Okay. And what we looked for, basically 3 main qualities. We looked at the clarity of the business idea. So we were not looking for like fully existing businesses. We wanted to see those that started something with what they had, and we wanted to see the thoughtfulness of their ideas and how they had started, no matter how small. And then the commitment to learn and grow. So some of the questions helped us to identify, those that were committed, because StartRight is not a training program. It is very practical and it requires active participation. Okay. And then the potential for impact, especially businesses that can create jobs and solve real problems in the communities. So yeah, those were the key 3 main items we were looking for.
All right, so with all of that, what would make me, if I apply, what would make me a standout participant? What's that thing that I have to do to be able to get it right?
in one word, I would say authenticity, because when we read the applications, we can tell if you're authentic or if you're just making it up. If you've really started something, the way you fill the application, it will be clear to all that you've really started and you're committed to ensuring that, this business grows and grows beyond you. We wanted entrepreneurs with real passion, real problems that they want to solve, and the willingness to do the work. And so, from the applications, we could, identify those, and those were the ones selected to be part of the bootcamp.
All right. So you said 50 of them?
Yes, but now...
When did the event happen?
We've been, here for quite, some time. It's not... it's not just now that we're doing the program. We started the program in October, and it started with the flag of program, with the Honorable Commissioner when we flagged off the program in October. That was like October 7th. And then we had virtual classes, because it's a hybrid program, virtual classes between October and November. We had a physical boot camp on the 31st of October, and we had a special program for the top 15. So after the virtual classes ended, we selected the top 15, and they went on an industrial tour this December 2nd.
Where was that?
Yeah, they went to cleaners, dry cleaners, and launderers. When we said dry cleaners, they were all shocked, like, what am I going to do with a dry cleaner?
Yes.
But they were able to see how complex, a full industrial dry cleaning program is, and how they're able to, do their operations. And it really helped them in understanding, putting structure in a business, how a dry cleaner can have a multi-million naira business, despite that it's, just, washing clothes, like we all say. And then finally, just yesterday, we had the pre-pitch where the top 15 pitched their businesses, as practice before the final graduation on Saturday. And just yesterday evening, we selected the top 10 who will be pitching at the graduation ceremony. And I'm happy to share who those are, if you let me.
Oh, go ahead.
Because they're all listening in. I mean, that's
okay.
They're all excited.
So let them know that they were mentioned on radio.
They were mentioned on radio, yes. It's part of, why they are excited about this entire program. So we have amazing top 10 finalists who happen to all be women, because we had men on the program, but the top 10 finalists are all women.
Are you sure you're not gender biased?
No, we have the selection criteria, and it was very, very transparent. So in no particular order, I would quickly roll out their businesses. The first is NutraBoom Nutrition, Game Zone NG, Real Danflora Multidynamic Concept Limited, Capstone Reality and Energy Solutions Limited, Shuniverse Leathers, Eco Hub Limited, Toro Eco Hub Limited, The Savo Shop, Teach, The 98 Beauty, and Karam's Essence.
All right. So all of them made it to the finals. I'm saying congratulations to you guys.
Yes.
If you are listening, congratulations. It's not easy. Out of about 50 of them,
yes,
the 10 of them made it to the finals. And I'm going to say kudos to you. It certainly must not have been an easy one, selecting and seeing creativity and all that others have been able to do. It's such a great work you are doing. Like I said, it is commendable how we look inward to help the young ones who are coming up and who have decided to do it right, because we're having a whole lot going on in the country, and some people have just chosen to go the other way.
Yes, exactly.
And there are some people who said, I will do it right and I will get it right. I'm going to go in this direction. And they are able to find your firm. They are able to connect with what you do. And you, as a brand, have been able to impact them. And this is where we are at the moment. It's such a great work you are doing. And I'm still going to keep commending.
Thank you.
Commending that.
Yes. And I mean, I must commend the Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment. They're the one, pushing this and making it happen for these young people in Lagos State. And, LSETF as well has been a great support in ensuring that, access to finance is an opportunity, and access to mentoring and support is also available for the young people.
Yeah, all of it's quite important. All right, let's move on with our discussion. But like I said, if you want to be part of Accelerate Lagos and you want to ask my guest a question regarding the program, StartRight Entrepreneurship. You can reach out to us right here in the studio by calling the number 0809 9120 777. That's the number for you to reach us right here in the studio this morning. You can ask her any question. Are you an entrepreneur that is also struggling and you need someone to help you? You need a counsel, you need a help. You can reach out to her in the studio, ask her the questions, and now you can connect with her after the program so that you can have your counselor right seated here. So don't let it pass in any way. Don't let it go at all. All right, so the program culminates this weekend with the PH and graduation ceremony. Can you walk us through what the journey has been since the program launched and what we can look forward to at the closing event?
Yeah, so I had initially mentioned that the journey didn't start now. It started in October with the flag off, the virtual classes, the physical classes, the industrial tour, and then the pre-pitch, which happened yesterday. It's been an amazing journey so far. I mean, I've met great young entrepreneurs. You don't want to imagine, what they're doing, and it's a wide range of businesses. And so we are very excited for the graduation, which is happening on Saturday at this Saturday at Adeyemi Biro Hall in Alausa, where we would all come together for these top 10 businesses that I just announced, where they would be pitching their businesses to win. But we say at StartRight that everyone is a winner. So the entire top 50 are going home with something. It is just the level of the going home with, whatever that is different. So the top 10 will be pitching, and then we would have top 3 winners who are going home with, the prizes, but then everyone gets a complimentary prize. And so we're looking forward to that.
So let me come in here and ask, for those who applied, for the ones who were part of the 50 and then make it to top 10, when the program comes up again, are they allowed to participate or try again, or it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that once you've been part of the first set, you can apply again for the second one?
No, you can apply again. I mean, as long as you're still 0 to 3 years. So if you've gone, because we work with those that are just starting. And so if you're still within the 0 to 3 years, if you haven't crossed out of the startup stage, then we are fine for you to apply again.
All right. So give us an idea of what the winner or the winners are going on with. Can we have a peek into the future?
Yes, I can. I can share what the top 3 will be going on with.
Okay.
So the top 3 would be going, the first prize is 2 billion naira. The second prize is
that's a lot.
1.5, and the third is 1 million. The rest will be getting consolation prizes in cash as well. So everyone goes home with something. Everyone is a winner for starting out and proving that they can do something with what they had. So everyone gets rewarded.
All right. So this is why you should just take that step. Just go ahead and try that thing. Don't sit back and start complaining, oh, I'm not getting this. So this is for those who participated and they were able to scale through. They are getting something worthwhile that will be invested into their business. And I'm sure that business will be monitored over a year to see how well they are doing.
Yes, so it's not just about the graduation. The graduation is the beginning, like I said. There's still a post, bootcamp mentoring session for 3 months intensive for all of the participants, but a bit more intensive for the top 10. And then thereafter, they will cross over to become alumni. So we would never leave them throughout their lifetime. They're going to be with us in terms of, follow-ups. But we will continue to mentor and support their businesses, refer opportunities to them. So they're not alone. They're already on this journey, and we're here to support them.
Well, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Accelerate Lagos is what you are listening to at this time. And our topic of discussion, you've been hearing my guest voice, of course. And our topic of discussion this morning is StartRight Entrepreneurship Program, empowering the next generation of Lagos entrepreneurs. And the voice of my guest you have been listening to is Olarenwaju Oniyitan, who is CEO Holistic Business Solutions, and she is here telling us what they've done over time and the program they just had, giving opportunity to young Lagosians who are entrepreneurs, who have the entrepreneurial spirit, who have the entrepreneurial drive, and they want to get it right. Maybe at the point of starting, they have a bit of confusion, but Holistic Business Solution is here to help you get it right and to help you start up on a very, very good note. And they're not just going to leave you, like she said. They are there to help you, but you have to be part of what they do. At the end of the program, I will let you know how you can connect with them and their social media handles and how you can reach out to them and just tap into what they are giving out to Lagosians, especially to young people. I have a call coming through. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you. What's your name?
My name is Adebisi.
Adebisi.
Please, we are along Ogere Road and there is heavy traffic now. Stand still.
Ogere,
and we have been here like
that?
30 minutes ago.
You have to let me know.
Ogere, that's Ogun State, along Ogun State, Lagos, Ogun State Express Road.
Okay, so are you close to Lagos Ibadan Expressway?
Yes, we are in between.
Okay.
In between Lagos and Ogun State.
Okay. All right. So we'll reach out to the necessary authorities.
You said
if it's Ibadan, that's way away from us. But we will still let the necessary authorities know what is going on so that they can help us out.
Please.
All right. Thank you so much, BC, for calling. All right, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Okay, so Lagos, Ogun, Ibadan, that will be the trace guys that can help us out with that. Let's know what's happening within that environment. They are stuck on the road. But Accelerate Lagos is the program, and you want to reach out to my guest who is seated right here in the studio. We're having a discussion, StartRight Entrepreneurship Program, how well you can tap into the available opportunity right here in Lagos when it comes to helping entrepreneurs start up and start right. But let me quickly go back to traffic updates this morning. I'll let you know that Malchov area has a broken down high capacity red bus with mechanical problem, which is occupying a lane at Kushafe main carriageway inward Woody. The driver is making serious efforts to get it fixed. It is affecting movements of motorists, so please be patient around that area. Also, the Lekki Aja axis says Lekki Aja corridor is okay considering the alternation point, while a bit of slow movement around Mawa and from Jazz 38 going towards Lekki phase 1 intersection, and that's due to high influx and alternations delay. Officers on ground managing the situation. Let's also move on to a quick one around the Apapa axis. It says approach of movement from Nagaf Junction inward area B connecting Point Road. Moving towards Airways and Flat Mills is also looking good for now. Approaching Elegance roundabout is very much in order. A movement towards Etisalat and Mr. Biggs is very good for now, while the return journey is very okay. For those approaching Access Road from Elegance, it is good on one lane, while the second lane is filled with export truck waiting for port access. The return journey from Port Gates going towards Eleganza Airways is very okay. Airways approaching Area B connecting Leventis Bridge outward the Papa is in good condition. Impediment is negative, with traffic managers are on ground doing the needful. All right, I have a question here. Just came in from the WhatsApp, and the person says, "Good morning, Accelerate Lagos. For the youths being for the youths being attended to, can they be undergraduate or graduate?"
That's an awesome question. And just yesterday, we had the pre-pitch, and one of the top 15 was actually a student in Lagos State University. And so, yeah, we encourage young people, young youth that are still in school, that are running their businesses. We know that many great businesses started from universities. Mm-hmm. So, yes, that's the answer. Young people still in school can apply.
Okay, good. That's answers your question. Young people who are still very much in school and who have decided to start up right in school. Because we've seen a lot of people while I was in school, you have this neighbor that is selling noodles to, if you're in the girls' hostel or boys' hostel, selling noodles to you or selling panties, and you just started like that. Yeah. They're trying to make do with the little game.
I ran 3 businesses in school. So including providing tutorials. So I did quite a number of things while I was in school. So
and you get paid, and that helped. That helped friends.
And even during NYSC, I had a business running as well. So yeah, we encourage young people that start early to ensure that they start right and they can get traction very quickly.
All right, that's getting it right. So the state government continues to invest in entrepreneurship through initiatives like this. Now, how does StartRight contribute to youth empowerment, innovation, and economic inclusion in Lagos?
I've been talking about since morning. Like, this is a rare opportunity for young people. When we were selecting the participants, we wanted to just, look at the young people that had the head and the heart. The hands, we would teach them, in terms of how to go about to start right. But, we want to be able to encourage young people. Feedback that we had was that, many of the programs out there is all about tech this, tech that. What about regular businesses? So, for instance, the industrial tour was to a dry cleaning company. During the physical boot camp, we brought an entrepreneur who runs the Nanny Academy, which provides domestic care workers to homes, schools, and other sorts of businesses. These are like basic things that most people would think, oh, this cannot scale, or this cannot be big multi-million naira businesses. But yes, they are. Today, they are those kind of businesses. And so we wanted to really encourage young people that have started and they're solving problems in their communities with basic types of businesses. And then we're encouraging them to actually then innovate with it and start to grow with it. So yes, this is really encouraging because Lagos is a very big country, if we decide to call it that, and we need to be able to encourage all young people to be able to start up, their own businesses, provide jobs for their, other colleagues as well, and also, support the economy of the state. So this particular program, StartRight, is to encourage young people because, some of these young people say, oh, we're always intimidated. Everyone is building an app. Everyone is doing this. It's all about tech. What about me? We have a female painter who paints and does amazing, painting. What about me if I don't have an app? What I'm using is my hands, So we wanted to really encourage them and ensure that no matter what they put their minds to, as long as they're solving real problems, their businesses can succeed.
All right, their businesses can certainly succeed, whatever it is they put their minds to. But I'm going to be a bit, do I say, not biased, but kind of, your target age range is young people. Well, what about those who are a bit much older, who have been in these businesses, but they have no idea of, they've been conventional, but they have no idea of how to reform and get it right into the modern way of doing things? How about your organization? And I'm also going to pitch this to LSCTF. How about they take a look at those people who have been doing it the conventional way, but they can also learn the modern way of doing things?
So, yeah. That's another part of our solution. So during the flag off, we didn't just have the StartRight cohort. We also had an intervention for existing businesses, just like you described. And we worked with 150 of those businesses in Lagos, thereabout, if not more. And we're working with them. They're developing their business plans. We're supporting them. We're linking them to finance. On that particular day, we addressed access to finance. We addressed taxation, the new tax laws. We train them and they're getting support. So it's just that it's another program. This particular one is for the startups, but we also work with the existing businesses in partnership as implementing partners for Lagos State Ministry of Wealth Creation. So they're not left alone.
Okay, all right. So that's it. So it's because some people that I know are a bit kind of above the edge you stated, and they will still want to learn. So as a round of this morning, for those who may want to be part of the next cohort, how do we get to you? What's the highlight and the success of this cohort, and how do they reach you? That's basically.
So I'll first want to talk about the promoter of this opportunity, which is Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment. You can, see a lot of the activities and learn more about the next cohort on their Instagram page, which is very active, Lagos Wealth Creation. So that's that. But for us as Holistic Business Solutions, you can learn more about our work on our website, which is www.hbs.com. And for the StartRight program, just put a /StartRight. You would see us there. And we're on social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, X at Holistic Biz Soul. Holistic Biz Soul. And there, you'll find us there. And we're also on LinkedIn, Holistic Business Solutions.
So across social media handle, it is
Holistic Biz Soul.
It's just we're cutting the words Holistic Business Solutions.
Yeah.
So it is Holistic Biz Soul. Check them out on social media and on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Do you do Facebook?
No, we don't do TikTok.
Okay.
We do Facebook, we do Instagram and X, and then LinkedIn, of course.
So all mentioned, check them out, check what they do, see how well you can connect to the opportunities that abound at Holistic Business Solution. And we're going into a new year. How about you try something new? How about you just make that move and don't sit back and complain? 2025, okay, went like that. A new year is coming. How about you tap into the opportunity that abounds? All right, thank you so much, Olarenwaju, for coming into the studio this morning. It's been wonderful having this conversation with you, and I wish you all the best as you project into the new year and other programs that you have.
Thank you for having me.
And also for those who want to reach LSCTF, you can also reach them across social media, and I believe it is LSCTF on all social media handles. Also see the programs they have there that you can tap into. My name is Dayo Anthony, and this is the size of the program today. I celebrate Lagos on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. The program makes a return next week, Wednesday, for another informative, educative entrepreneurship opportunity that abounds with LSCTF. Till then, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Have an amazing day. God bless you.